Well, when you live in the state that produces the most pumpkins in the country, there's no shortage of fall decor. I'm here at the University of Illinois Wildlife Medical Clinic with Dr. Sam Sander. Thanks for having us.
Of course, thanks for coming.
Okay, so we are talking about fall decor and how it can affect the wildlife. You got some beautiful examples here. So what do homeowners or decorators need to be mindful of?
Well, really, it's just that our fall decor can be really seasonal and festive, but we can also make some choices that are going to be safe for wildlife. And so using natural items like a lemon, limes, and oranges to dry them out and use them as garland, or using some of our very famous corn stalks and pumpkins as outside decor rather than plastic and fake materials, which can be potentially harmful to wildlife.
Well, yeah, and we've got no shortage of pumpkins or corn stalks here in Central Illinois. Let's talk about the pumpkins, though, because I know a lot of times people don't want the squirrels getting them. So how they do things to prevent that, but that's probably not safe for the wildlife.
Yeah, unfortunately, so a lot of people will try to use bleach to try to prevent bacterial or fungal contamination, as well as prevent wildlife from getting to those pumpkins. But unfortunately, that does make them unsafe for the wildlife. So if you want to clean your pumpkin, I recommend using a dilute white vinegar and water solution to just try to disinfect it to some degree. But in order to keep it safe for wildlife, if they are going to eat on it, avoiding that bleach if possible.
Okay, let's also talk Halloween, because lots of times I know dogs and cats aren't exactly wildlife, but I'm sure there's things we need to be mindful of as well when it comes to our domesticated pets when it comes to the holidays.
Yeah, absolutely. And so keeping track of what treats you have out, are you leaving a bucket of treats out for the trick-or-treaters to come by, and making sure that some of those things are toxic to dogs and cats or squirrels and birds, right? And so making sure that we're kind of keeping that in a place that's going to not attract animals. Even with pumpkins, cats and dogs can eat pumpkin, but they can also choke on some of those pieces and have trouble digesting some of it. So we want to make sure that if you're feeding them any pieces of the inside of the pumpkin or something, that you're cutting those up nice and small.
Okay, we are here at the Wildlife Medical Clinic. So tell me a little bit about what's going on right now this fall.
Oh, so right now we're in the middle of fall migration. So it's one of our busy seasons. So we're just coming to the end of kind of our big rush of birds that come through. And so these Halloween decorations can actually be really helpful to those animals as they're coming through, or potentially harmful with like the fake spider webs. Birds can get caught in those. So we can see some entanglement and concerns there. But we see a lot of birds come through this time of year. It's really exciting. Some of the birds are ones that we literally only see once a year as they're coming through on migration. So it's been a busy time.
Well, good. I know I've been hearing on the news about there being a shortage of Halloween decor and fall decor, which I'm sure is good news for our wildlife friends to hear that. So let's just stick with some natural options. What can people do with their leftover pumpkins? I've had friends I see post on Facebook say, "Bring me your pumpkins. My pigs love them." You have any tips on that?
Yeah, absolutely. So composting pumpkins after you're done with them for the holiday season is a great opportunity. If you don't have a compost pile, then potentially donating them. Like I said, they can be useful for feeding out to different animals, or even for decoration or enrichment for zoos or wildlife centers, sometimes for farms. The biggest thing is they have to be still safe. So if they've got that black mold in them, they're not safe for any animal.
Interesting. Good to know. All right. Well, lots of great tips here as you are getting all of that Halloween and fall decor out to make your house look very seasonal and festive. We appreciate the tips, Dr. Sander.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
For more information and you want to learn more about what's happening here at the Wildlife Medical Clinic, we'll connect you at ciliving.tv.